Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Isaiah McKenzie. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Colts. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Next to score, Colts 7, Dolphins nothing. Matt Gay set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's countered. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. McKee. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. There he goes, right side. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off play action. McKee. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. McKee. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jeff Wilson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Richardson on 3rd and short. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here, 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. These two teams all tied after one. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gay knocks this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he cannot pull it in. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Ready.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one, because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Quite a show of arm strength right there. And that was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. To throw on 2nd down. McKee, open man is Waddle, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake. McKee. Caught by Wilson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were... Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
In motion, Hill. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Now it's Richardson. But this one complete to Doolin. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll lead into the 3rd and 5. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Richardson looking to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Off play action. McKee rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's counter. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st and 10, McKee. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Richardson to the air on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 21. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Looking to throw on second down. McKee, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. McKee. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Able to slither by. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Right back to him on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. first down. They'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Richardson will keep it once again. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 7-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score 31. Dolphins 26.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 115 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And some space here. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they'll just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And he is in for the touchdown with no time remaining. And Charles, we're a 2-point conversion away from overtime.
And that won't be easy. We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
And now the entire season and their dreams of a Super Bowl berth come down to this 2-point conversion. They need it to tie. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Dolphins are AFC champs as we say thanks for watching and good night, everybody.